Concessions.
Good Boy. This movie is about a man who moves into a new home that has supernatural forces lurking in the shadows as a dark entity starts to threaten him. But his brave dog, Indy, comes to the rescue. This movie is a typical haunted house scary movie, but it's from the perspective of the dog. Like, if we were just watching this movie and it wasn't the perspective of the dog, then you've seen this movie 1,000 times. It's like, oh, where there's just like things messing with the lights or things walking across the screen. But from the perspective of the dog, this movie gives you a lot of details that, even if you have a dog, you're thinking like, oh, my dog has done that before. So does that mean that there's a ghost in the house? Or my dog has acted weird like that before, or barked at nothing. So does that mean that I have dark entities in my house as well? It's it's very, very interesting. I'll say that, because you don't get that perspective in any movie. In some movies, you might see a dog barking and the guy's like, "Shut up," and 3 seconds later he's dead. But this actually gives you somewhat of an in-depth detail of what your pet might be going through if your house is haunted. This movie is an hour and 14 minutes, not even an hour and 30, hour and 14 minutes. And the dog's name is actually Indy. It took 460 days to film this movie, to train this dog perfectly, to get his perspective of this movie. And I just find stuff like that really, really interesting. I would say the movie had like 2 jump scares, but like I said, from the perspective of the dog, it's just different. It's just different. And I definitely would recommend that you see this movie if you're into horror and you want like a different, perspective from it. I remember there was a movie called like Force of Nature, and that movie was that entire movie was the perspective of the killer, which was different too, and these so cliche moments of horror movies, you're seeing different, you're seeing it in a different lens, and I appreciated that. I enjoyed this movie a lot. Theater experience, not so much. Definitely a stream it though. This is definitely one of those ones where you show someone like, oh yeah, you want to see this one, especially if you love horror and you just want to get like a different idea, different perspective, or thoughts on it. So Good Boy was great. It was great in a sense. I just wouldn't spend my money to go to the theater. Or I did spend my money, but you don't have to spend your money to go to the theater to see an hour and 14-minute movie, a horror movie from the perspective of the dog. Yeah, this movie was kind of giving me like Courage the Cowardly Dog vibes too, but not necessarily with all the animation and the extraness behind it. But yeah, Good Boy. Have you seen it? Did you enjoy it? Please leave me in the comments below. Let me know how you feel. Yeah, this was different. It was different, and I enjoyed it, and I think you will too. So yeah, give it a check. Give it a check. Check it out. Leave a comment below. Let me know how you feel. I think I said that already. I'm getting out of here. I'm Coop. I'm out. Thanks. Peace.
Coops Concessions.